Hello there, welcome back. Today we're going to be replacing the head unit, stereo head unit on a 2000 Toyota Corolla. This process is pretty much the same for the generation from 98 to 02, I want to say. Fairly simple process. First and foremost, you want to make sure the battery is disconnected. Disconnect the negative terminal because you want to disengage the airbag system and all the electrical components. You don't want to risk blowing a fuse or shorting something out. Okay, so first what we're going to do, we're going to take a flathead screwdriver of some sort, and you want to get it up in here behind the trim panel, and you're going to pop that out, and you're going to remove and ever so carefully remove that. And there's some wire harnesses that you're going to disconnect. These harnesses here and there and this. You want to disconnect all three of those. Positioned here. So there's little tabs on them. You want to push in those tabs and remove them one by one. And then that comes out. Just like that. Give you a better view. There's three. And these are the switches there. You have one is the clock. So you got the clock, the hazard, and the rear defroster. So you can just set that aside. Okay, next you can push this wire harness aside, and you'll see here's the head unit. Now it's held on by 4 Phillips head screws on 2 brackets. I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see them. So right here, there's a screw there, one underneath, and 2 on the other side. Right here, and underneath there. So we're going to remove all 4 of them. And any Phillips screwdriver would work for this. Go right in there, and just lefty loosey, righty tighty. What I do, I take a needle nose pliers, and I'll go in and just try to get the screw. You can use a magnetic pickup tool, which works well too, and just pull them out to avoid them from falling down. Very carefully, just want to loosen them. I go onto needle nose. And that comes out. Same on the other side. I got one more. I'll go in with the needle nose. There it is. And then once those 4 bracket screws are removed, this is just going to very carefully slide out. And in the back, you have the harness, the wire harness for the speakers and the connection, and then the antenna, which is right here. We're going to detach that. And that comes out. Now most of the time you're going to have to switch out these brackets here. The new unit that I got came with brackets already on them, so I'm just going to leave them. You can see here's the new brackets and the new unit. Exactly the same, came out of another Corolla. Alright, back is the same. I'm just going to reinstall it. So first you're going to plug in your antenna wire. Okay. And then your two harness wires. Okay, again, exactly the same as what we removed. And going to install it. And you want to line up the holes with the brackets, bracket holes. Just very carefully. There are two tabs in there. Right here. It's kind of hard to see with lighting, but this circle, this tab, this opening here is going to fit right on top of that tab. Alright. Still not in all the way. I think I see what the problem is. So this tab here is bent a little bit. I'm going to try to just straighten that up. There we go. Still not convinced this is in all the way. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start with the bottom screw, one of them, so it pushes it and holds it up. So very carefully fit that in. That's going to get tightened. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, gonna put the two top screws in. Oop, dropped one. slide these seals and try to find that one screw. Okay, did find it. So now I'm going to put that one in. Okay, everything's tight. Now before I put the vent assembly back, I'm going to hook the battery cable up and test it again just to make sure it is working. It was sitting on the shelf for a while, so I'm going to go do that and I will be right back and we'll test it. Okay, see, battery is reconnected. I'm going to turn it on. I'll try a station. Sure all the speakers are working. Bass works. Front speakers work. Rear speakers work. Okay, we're good with that. Now we're going to try a tape. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, we're going to try MC Hammer. Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em from the late 80s. Playing, fast forward to get to the music. Yep, looks like we're working. Fast forward works. Rewind works. Other side's working. Okay, I think we're good. This did have an option if you had a trunk CD player. That would get hooked up in the trunk, and you would run the wires through the length of the car, and you push CD, and it'll operate that CD changer. The LE model, I believe, had a CD player or CD changer that would be in here instead of this door here. You have the CD changer in there, but this is not the LE model. So everything looks good. So we're going to put the vents back in, and we're good to go. Please like the video, and as always, subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Okay, take care.